Alright, as promised, we're going to go right back into it. So I don't know where I was with the helmet the last time I did a video, but I have added a few things to it. This is the Tau Recon from Fair D. On it I've got the Agilite helmet bridge, just one of those IR beacons, 3 position. It's got white pulse, red pulse, and IR pulse. These are the Redivus headset. For what I do, I didn't really feel the need to have the 3M Peltors, mostly because of the financial difference between the two of them. I do find that these are alright. They work good for noise cancelling. They work with the radio. I do have a Bofang in there right now. Apparently they do work better with the Redivus radios, and I have them now, but I have not tested it. The only complaint I have about this system is actually with the PTT that comes with it. The PTT inside is not soldered very well, so if you're going to run that, probably get a better PTT than the one that comes with the Redivus ones. I had to solder the inside, and I'm not the best of a soldering guy, but it does work now, but the quality is just not that good. But yet the quality through the headset, if plugged in directly, is fine. It's when it goes through the PTT that there is a drop in quality. I did get the whatever these roll-on side things are called with the arc rail adapters on them instead of the fold down on the side. The straight down ones, the budget versions, don't have very good reviews. They don't hold onto the head very well, and there's no way to like roll them up. They keep like flopping down. So these did present a better option for them. At some point, I will go all the way up to like the 3M Peltors, I think the Comtacs or whatever, and have the proper add-ons. But at the time, I don't really need them. It would be a nicety, but I've got other things I need to spend money on at the moment. So that's where I'm at with the helmet. It's quite comfortable. It wears well. It works really good with the night vision. I've got the BNVD 31s Mark IIs. From Op4 Night Solutions. That's what around the front of that. I will eventually get the battery pack for the back of it, but for right now, just having the headset up in the mounted position like this seems to be a little bit better of a counterweight. Obviously, if they're in the down position, it's not going to help you at all, but again, I'm not doing anything super high speed at the moment, so that's where we are with that. Now, on to my K19. This has had a few additions and changes to it since we've seen it last, so I thought we'd go over it. I'm still running the Carcajou 8-pack on the front from AR Mags. I absolutely love this front piece. I do have the multi-placard, and I've talked about it before. I have the multi-placard with a bit of a different setup now, but as far as for AR Mags, I like having more than 3 on me. Obviously, I've got 9 now. This one would normally be empty. It would just be the 8 in the front and then 1 in the gun, and then just somewhere you can switch that mag out to if you got to go unloaded. For some reason, if you're walking into like a green zone or something, again, that's not what I'm doing anymore, but I purpose build my stuff for what I want it to be for, so I might as well put it on there. Move the admin pouch to the side. It was on my right hand side to begin with. I did move it over here. You can still access it well enough. It has the battery. I don't know what's in here right now, but you can hold your battery in it. I've got just a pen and a Sharpie. And then behind that, I've got just a single stack 5.56 mag pouch with the Bofang radio in it. And then the cable coming up to the PTT. Strapped onto the front. Like I talked about before, I removed one of the quick disconnects from the shoulder. I'm not a big fan of chest rigs coming apart at the shoulder. I've seen them fail before, so I wanted to eliminate that. Again, a lot of people say that it helps you bring the rifle up into the shoulder a bit. I don't know, because I immediately switched it from the quick disconnect we have here over to the flat system, so I don't know if it's better or worse. I never shot anything with this plate carrier with the other buckle on. I would assume it to be bulky, but maybe you can just overcome it, I'm not sure. Roll them under her back here. We've got the dangler pouch. I really like this pouch. I've seen some guys rocking it as the man pack, and I think that's hilarious. I love this pouch. It works great for a lot of things. You can fit a pair of gloves in if you like. I do have somewhere to hook my gloves to on the side. I've seen guys put their gloves in there, an extra face mask, an extra tourniquet. I do have a tourniquet strapped to the bottom of it. You know, whatever you need to put in there. It's just a handy pouch. Kind of keeps things off your sides. I have the Juggernaut ATAC phone case coming. So I'll be replacing this. This is just an Amazon one. I think One Tigris makes this. I'm not 100% sure. But I found that like it's nice when you open it. Maybe this. Oh, it's idle gear. When you open it, but it doesn't like to stay open, and it sits a little lower than I would want. It's hard to use the ATAC system, and we're really getting. We got Meshtastic now, multiple radios. We're getting more into using that system, so I want to be able to use it effectively. I don't know if that means I'm gonna have to drop this down a little bit. I do have some room to move the mags down, which is not the end of the world. It doesn't matter if they're a little bit lower, but you also don't want to be reaching too far. So next, these came from Macabre Solutions. I really like their stuff. The quality seems fantastic. Haven't used it much outside yet, but I wanted to make sure that this Nalgene water bottle fit into something. And it fits in there perfect. This is the actual Nalgene pouch that they make. And then after that, on this side here, is their Misc pouch, which I liked. It'll hold, I think it's 3 5.56 mags, 2 7.62 mags. It will fit one of these Nalgenes or any like Mission Essential kit. Like I would probably throw like a smoke grenade or something in there, something that you might need access to but don't always do. Now some people are going to be and say like this is going to impede you getting to your belt where your pistol is. I mean it might. But I've got 9 mags on my front if I'm going to the pistol. If I was ever in a scenario again in my life where I never actually need to go to a pistol because I've never been in one yet, even when I was in, it's probably because things have gone horribly wrong and I'm going to get the pistol out anyway. I'd rather have water on me and more ammunition for my rifle and have a functional vest than be slick. I'm not tier 1. I'm never going to be tier 1. I like my food too much. I don't like PT that much. I want to carry gear. I know I can successfully walk a long distance in the bush. I've been doing it my whole life. I don't have to worry about that level of PT. But I'm not going to be kicking doors in and things like that. It's going to be for either milsim or the scenarios that we don't want to think about. It's not going to be for tier 1 operator stuff. I'm not fast roping out of helicopters. So I want workable stuff on the side of my kit. I want stuff that is creature comforts. I want water. I want ammo. I want radios. I want to be able to carry other stuff. And then my belt, which is over there, it's got nothing but pistol itself and then the mags. Just so that I can strip the gear off. I can walk around without something on, but still be armed if I need to. Even in Afghanistan, I wore a drop leg holster. Again, I never used any of my firearms in combat. I want to get that out there. I'm not telling any war stories, but I use a drop leg holster. Everyone now is pretty much synonymous with the fact that drop leg holsters are not that good. It worked well for me as a driver. I always felt like I could get to my weapon well. If I felt like if I was in the lab and I was sitting with just a belt on, it probably would be a little bit harder to manipulate it, whereas I can always kind of get to my thigh to get it off, so that worked well. I would not run it now, especially if I was having to move quite a bit. I feel like the drop leg holster creates a lot of friction, movement, and then if you're moving a long period of time, you're probably going to run into problems where you have chafing and stuff like that. And then last but not least, to go on to the plate carrier, I switched to the Warfighter cumberbund, which I love. It is fucking fantastic. Now, I have a K19, so that means that this system was not built with the Warfighter cumberbund in mind by Agilite because they didn't have it out at the time. So what you have to do is get the back flip, which took all of 30 seconds to install. So there's really not much complaining about it. Everyone's like, oh, you need to buy more stuff. Who fucking cares? You don't have to buy new plate carrier. So just weaves in, folds over, your cumberbund's on there. I did run mine with tubes. I've said it before on this channel, I'll say it again. I do not like Velcro in the front. That thing fucking failed, and it's held together with zip ties now. And I only wore it for 7.5 months. It is not my preference to have Velcro holding everything together in the front. I don't care about the back flip. It's only going to be open and closed if I ever have to modify or completely take apart my chest rig again. So I went with tubes in the front. I like the tubes. They're sturdy. I've got extras if they ever failed. And you still have the backup Velcro tabs if you ever want to switch back to them. But I like the tubes. Plus, if I can get it to pop, see? This is why I like the tubes. They're not going to come off. I don't know if you can see this, but I have 2 tube receptacles on this side. Because the 8-pack weighs so much with the ammo in it, I didn't want the Velcro and the Agilite hooks to be taking the weight of that much ammunition, and I didn't want it to be flopping away from my body. So what I did was Carcajou put in the ability to run tubes on the side of their 8-pack. So then I run a second set of tubes over top. So if I want, I can rip this off. I can put my 3-pack pincer placard multi-caliber on the top, and I can switch it out if I want to run slick in the front. I've been getting slightly into airsoft, so obviously I don't have a shit ton of mags for my airsoft rifle, so I'll put that on top if I'm going to do that. But otherwise, for real steel, I'm going to have the 8 mags on the front, so then I can just put the tubes back together and have them where I want them to be, and it's going to run the way I want it to. That's about it for what I've done with the plate carrier. I was thinking about getting the med pouch, but I have other med pouches, and I don't like running stuff on the back of a belt. I hate sitting on top of stuff. I have enough back problems as it is. So adding things to my back that I'm going to have to fight with when I'm sitting down, I'm just not a big fan of. So again, love the Agilite products, love the K19. I don't think there's anything wrong with mixing and matching gear. I love the Carcajou stuff. The Macabre system stuff seems really solid. Once I do a little bit more stuff this summer with it and wear it quite a bit more, I'll give you guys some more like fine-tuned review and see how it holds up. It looks like the same quality as the Carcajou stuff, and it has been tough as all hell, so I'm excited to see what their kit does. And yeah, depending on how things go, I think I might get myself a chest rig or like a recon rig and run that for a bit for hunting season and stuff. I hate sticking shit in my pockets and I hate digging for it all the time. It would be nice to just have everything on the front and then just to fold a big puffy coat over top of it. So yeah, anyway, that's about it for today. I just want to get 2 uploads in, and if you have any questions about any of the kit or any suggestions, things I should switch out, let me know. If you've got a better PTT to run from the Redivist headset down to the either the Redivist radios or the Bofang radios, I'd love to, let me know in the comments, send a link to it, because I am definitely looking for a replacement of that is going to be much better, because right now I can hear fine on the radio, but it sounds a lot quieter than it should, even with the volume maxed out. And I'm thinking it's a quality problem with it. So anyway, stay safe out there, and let me know if there's anything else you guys want to see, or if there's any questions you have about any of the kit that I have. Awesome. Thanks.